Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. It is October 26, 2009, and things are hopping and popping. I know I've said that before, but they are. They just are. I mean, ever since, I don't even know when, but, you know, it's kind of like things started with the critics, then that really started getting things rolling. Then Anonymous showed up with thanks to Tom Cruise and Scientology ordering Tom Cruise's video off of YouTube. And I think that just brought in the Anonymous gang, and they were like, hey, you know, this is YouTube. You don't own it, right? And Scientology always thinks they own something. That's their thing. They think they are. Then they will never listen to you. I've told them for 9 years, there's an army out here. And I've told it to Dave Miscavige. You can look at it on Magoo Dancing in Boston. I said, there's an army out here, and they are not going to stop. And the bottom line is, they don't want the bridge to total freedom. They don't care about it. They understand what's really going on. And they're smart, and they know how to create websites and videos. And, you know, you're outnumbered. That's all there is to it. And it's amazing. It's an amazing time for everyone. And the fact that now Paul Haggis has resigned from the Church of Scientology is fabulous. I want to say thank you, Paul Haggis. I don't know if you'll see this video or not, but for anybody who doesn't know Paul Haggis, type in Paul Haggis, Haggis, movies, right? That's what I typed in. And I mean, it's an endless list of things that he's done that are huge. I mean, he was a producer for $1 Million Baby, for Crash, a bunch of TV shows, more movies. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And I can't thank you enough for speaking out, saying your mind, telling what you really and honestly think. It's terrific. It really is. I mean, this weekend with the Nightline thing, Marty and everyone else in that did a tremendous job of, you know, speaking out and talking. You know, the cross-referencing was fabulous. That was excellent. Nightline, I thought, themselves did a terrific job of pushing the pencil and asking the question. Tommy Davis, you couldn't have paid someone to be better. I mean, ripping off his microphone and throwing, it's like, yeah, that's the spokesperson for the Church of Scientology. And if you want to stay in Scientology with that, okay, you got to really start thinking about it. You know, I remember when I was in, and Heber Gents was the person doing Tommy Davis's job. And he was backed into a corner with Ben Corridon, and so he decided, you know, he was just completely backed into a corner. So he just kept holding up, if this was the Dianetics book, he just kept holding up the Dianetics book up and down, right? And it was like, this guy is nuts. I remember we said that. I mean, he looks horrible. How can this be a PR for our church, right? But that's, you know, that's what happens. They get back to the corner like Tommy, rips off his microphone, throws it away. It's like, I'm taking my toys, I'm going home. Yeah, that's an intelligent adult. There you go. For a religion, the PR for religion, really good. But now, like yesterday, Nancy Maney's book came out, My Billion-Year Contract. Mark Headley's Blown for Good is going to be coming out within days. That'll be out. Both of them are fabulous books. Make sure you get them. And just stuff is continuing to hop and pop. The TampaBay.com is the website for the St. Pete Times. And the St. Pete Times is another person, I mean, another news group. I can't thank them enough. I mean, Nightline, St. Pete Times, way to go. You know, you have taken this on and truly and honestly dug into it and told the story as it should be told. There's some other media for years that have started to tell this story, even know the story, but couldn't get it through the lines for whatever reason. But now Nightline has, and now the St. Pete Times has, and they are rocking. And this is a wonderful thing for us because it's the truth. It's facts. It's actually what went down and is going down, right? And people are still trapped in the Church of Scientology. And it's heavy stuff. It is. But it's good that people are speaking out. I love that Paul Haggis actually wrote a letter of resignation, pardon me, And I'm just excited. I mean, a mother called me just a few days ago. Her daughter, who's been in forever and wouldn't talk to her, left. And I said, really? What happened? And she said, well, believe it or not, it was the anonymous kids, the critics, and the ex-Scientologists all out picketing, and they were out across the street from her organization, and she kept watching them, and they were having a lot of fun, and she thought, I don't have to stay here. I can go. And I want you to know that. That's the effect that you people are having on lots of people. You're helping them get free. It's very, very important. It's a very exciting time. It's a monumental time, and it's just going to keep going. And DM, I told you, baby doll, in 2000, I said there's an army out here, and they're not going away. You know what? So you can run, but you cannot hide. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over. You cannot hide. You might as well just come out. You know what I mean? Or go to Mexico or something, because this is just going to keep on going. Because more people, I invite you to come out. It's a lot of fun. We were saying it yesterday. It is so fun to be out of the Church of Scientology. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to get word clearing if you don't want. They have all these little tracks on things. I'm not saying that all word clearing is bad, but the way they do it for the people that were on the top levels like me, where they just endlessly milk you, word clearing and word clearing and word clearing, because basically it wasn't working, right? And so because of that, they say you don't understand the words, right? So it's either this, or it's that, or it's ethics, or, you must be connected to someone who's declared suppressive because that's why things aren't going well for you, and thus you have to disconnect from your parents or your kids or whatever. Yeah, it just goes on and on. But you know what? When you're out here, that doesn't happen. I haven't been sick in forever. I was always worried about being sick when I was in the Church of Scientology, because they'll say, oh, you're PTS, you better go to ethics, all this, that. It just went on and on and on. But it's been such a joy being out, and the more people that come out, the more fun it is. We had a blast over at Nancy's yesterday, and it's just going to get better. So to everyone that's out, congratulations. To everyone who's helping, I love you. Thank you so much for coming to my site. You mean a lot to me. All right? Peace. Have an excellent week.